Our next guest says more countries will adopt Bitcoin as a strategic reserve within the next 12 months. For what that could look like, we're joined by Frank Speiser. He is CEO of Metafide. Thanks for joining us, Frank. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Thanks for having me.
All right, so tell us about your company. It's a blockchain ratings company, and you use AI and machine learning to determine price and volatility. Can you elaborate on what the company does?
Yeah, we use neural networks to forecast price movements, and then we combine human signal through things like games in order to bump or nudge the prediction one way or the other, and then we use that to trade on behalf of hedge funds. So it's like a global competition between AI that uses blockchain.
Interesting. I'm not sure if you're aware of Hedgeye Risk Management. That's a company that has a crypto tracker type product out there, and they use AI and fractal math and all sorts of other factors to try to be accurate in predicting which way Bitcoin is going. Is it something similar to that or different?
It's a little different, but it's a great time to be in this space, and I think there's a lot of room for people with good ideas right now.
All right, so last year we know that BlackRock launched IBIT. It was the most successful ETF launch ever, as you know, fastest growing ETF. Well, what's your opinion of not just that ETF, but all the ETFs that came on the market as well, and the reaction to it? Was it even more robust than expected?
I actually think it was expected for those of us that have been tracking it for a while. What it did was give retail and traditionally inclined investors an easy way to get into the asset. You didn't have to set up your own crypto wallet. You didn't have to go even through the registration process through a centralized exchange like Coinbase or Crypto.com. So you were able to just go through your brokerage now and designate some portion of your contribution to go to the ETF, and it's really easy to get into it. And you're going to see, I think, more and more people start to load into the ETFs over the next year as well.
So there was a lot of pent-up demand then.
Yes, definitely. There's plenty of people that have been wondering, like, how can I get involved with the asset class? Is it the right time? Should I get in? And this just took all the guesswork out of it. You have, a vetted, regulated vehicle by which to get in, and now it's just as simple as just clicking a button and you're in.
Now, off the top, we talked about the possibility of more and more countries using Bitcoin as a strategic reserve. We're hearing about that in Argentina. President-elect Trump has talked about the possibility of that. So will that be a key trend in this year?
Yes. I mean, if you look at Argentina, they're seriously considering it. The United States, I think, is definitely moving in that direction. It's only going to make sense then if the United States goes one way. In order just to keep up with national interests, other countries are going to have to come in too. And because of that, obviously, it means that the competition for the available Bitcoins on the market are a lot more intense, and there's scarcity there. So the price is only likely to move in one direction. Then you can just push the price upwards, because there's really only, even though there's 21 million Bitcoin that'll ever be issued, there's really only 3 to 5 million that are trading at any one time. So the competition, if somebody goes out and buys 500,000 or 1 million Bitcoin, is really ratcheted up, and then you'll see the price start to move considerably.
So with that limited supply and with more and more governments potentially buying Bitcoin, am I right in saying that you're forecasting the possibility of Bitcoin hitting $250,000 this year?
Yes, sir, that's correct. I believe that's well within reach, especially if the United States pulls the trigger here on getting into the strategic reserve. But even if it doesn't, the ETF competition for Bitcoin, and the fact that you haven't yet seen retail investors return to the market yet, they're just starting to wade back in. So as people decide they want to be involved with the asset class again, and they become comfortable with the asset, and they realize that it's a little different this time, where you have institutional involvement and things are going to probably be a little smoother. When the retail money comes back in, and combine that with the possibility of the nation states and people creating strategic reserves being involved, I think 250,000 is well within reach. Yes.
So when you talk about retail investors, many of whom would have been burned over the years on Bitcoin if they bought at the wrong time, if they bought at the peak in 2021 and rode it all the way down, they were down by 70%. So is that sort of the gun-shy aspect you're talking about, the potential for a Bitcoin winter, crypto winter?
Yes, I'm not calling for a crypto winter now, but to your point, if you bought at the top and rode it all the way down, that looked pretty scary. But if you bought at 73,000 in 2021 and then just held it, you're up 25-30% right now, right? So it's actually looking pretty good. So it's one of those things where you have to have the stomach for the risk, and the way for retail investors to become involved with it is to dollar cost average in. So you're not just jumping all in at once; you're spreading your buys out over a period of time. But yeah, I think it could be a scary asset if you're trying to look at it like it's a traditional equity. But if you look at the long-term prospect of Bitcoin and the fact that it still represents sort of a vote of no confidence against inflationary central bank policies, and you have these nation states being involved, it has all the ingredients to just continue over the long term to push up. And as long as you're not trying to pinpoint when to get into the market, I think that you're going to be okay.
And just lastly here, Frank, I want to circle back to what Metafide does. Let's say I'm working at a hedge fund. I get your report. Is it daily? What am I looking at? And am I given advice as to, okay, buy some now, sell some now? How does it work exactly?
What we would do as currently for crypto assets, we would transact on behalf of the hedge fund. We would combine the AI signal and the human signal in real time to understand when to enter and exit a position and essentially volatility harvest the asset as it progresses. We've already announced that this coming year, we intend to get involved with using the same signal and the same voting mechanism from the users to predict things like NVIDIA, Google, Apple. We're going to start to globalize the concept of competing with AI and in return, just creating a better asset signal that's not yet present in the training data.
All right, very interesting. We'd love to have you back and see how that progresses. Thanks a lot, Frank.
Glad to do it. Happy New Year again. Thanks.
Okay, you as